Hi there, this is David, and welcome to the secret ending of SaGa 3. I know we planned to stay in this time period a little bit longer, but the time machine was ready to go sooner than we thought. I wish Dr. Quasar had taken a little longer. Don't be sad, Nemesis. We'll be born as children in this world before long. Think of all the fun you'll have being with them. But, Nemesis, don't make it harder for Arthur than it is. I'm sorry. Please take good care of us when you get back to the past. Of course, don't worry about a thing. We'll train hard together so monsters don't interrupt your lives again. Thanks. Sorry to keep you waiting. Velaj, what are you doing here? I asked him to come. We owe him so much. I thought I'd take the chance to let him enjoy some time travel. You can't take me too? Sorry. You already live in that time period as a child. Who knows what might happen if you accidentally meet yourself? I guess you're right. Ready, Arthur? Yeah. So this is goodbye and good luck then. The world's in your hands now, okay? You can leave it to us. Good luck to you too, Arthur. Thanks. Take care of our future, and I hope you two have a great life together. Sure, and I hope the same for you two. That's okay. Oh, well, looks like they're getting married, so that's nice. They did seem pretty inseparable, and this place looks exactly like the Stilethanos. So this is the time machine. Looks a little like the Stilethanos, doesn't it? Looks a lot like it, just a different color palette. Arthur, have you said your goodbyes yet? Yeah, so whenever you're ready. I'm ready too, as soon as the flight deck is finished. Weren't you supposed to do the flight check? Curtis is taking care of it now. Don't worry about a thing. Okay, this is it, Velaj. We'll be leaving as soon as Curtis gets back. Very well then. Well, okay, we're off. Let's go! Ooh, and we got fully healed, too. Nice! Looks like we made it into the dimensional rift safely. We can kick back and let the autopilot take over from here. Got it. Could you tell Sharon and Gloria to start fixing some tea? Sure thing. Yeah, woman's work, I guess. It's so relaxing. It's nothing like it was when I was heading to the other world. Because of the heavy burden you were carrying then, maybe? That must be it. Hey, Velaj, do you remember what you told me on Mount Goat? You said the body of the man who would have been my father was built into the Mark II. Are you sure? Sharon and the others heard you say it too. Well, maybe I did. What about it then? Jupiter's son wasn't born yet when we talked, so you must have already known his son would be me. No one would have ever told me anything about my father, not even his name. It seems to me that nobody in the world knew about Jupiter because you didn't want anybody to know. The future you left behind was a world destroyed by Ragnar's invasion. Your defeat of Ragnar prevented that future from ever happening. If you had known that you had to come home there, would you still have done it? That's still no reason to hide the truth from us, isn't it? Maybe it helped you face the final battle without regrets. Then why didn't you tell anybody about the Gears of Time either? You came from the destroyed future to give the Gears of Time to Kronos and the others, so why didn't you just tell them how the Gears of Time worked? If they'd have known, it would have been the perfect blueprint for Mark II. Kronos told us he was still researching the Gears of Time while trying to build his time travel-capable craft. If they had known, the Mark II could have been used the same technology as the Stilethanos. But nobody knew because you didn't tell anyone, did you? Instead, you just watched while everyone else struggled building the Mark II. What are you getting at? Nobody else in the whole world knew anything about the future. That means the strange man in the dimensional rift, the one who taught me how to use the Gears of Time, that was you all along. Uh-oh. Yikes! That's the Wanderer! So, young man, how long have you suspected me? Ever since Jupiter told us about when he went to fight Fenrir. What about it? You told us he went back for his body, but he said that you were with him at the time. That didn't make any sense. Then, we remembered something else. We remembered you already knew about the Excalibur when we met. And Nemesis told us Fenrir started obsessing about the Excalibur only after somebody visited his lair. Someone must have told Fenrir about the Excalibur, and if it was you, information in exchange for safe passage, that's all. Then why'd you leave Nemesis behind? I don't get it. With as much power as you have, couldn't you have used her to get the Sacred Sword and beaten Ragnar yourself? I'm afraid that you overestimate me. I possess no special powers outside of this dimensional rift. Besides, if we had beaten Ragnar then, it would have been too soon. Too soon? What do you mean by that? Why do you suppose Ragnar invaded your world in the first place? What the... was that part of your plan too? No, that was not my doing. Ragnar sought to reclaim the part of himself that he lost. in order to restore his world. He had to become one with Sol once more. What do you mean, restore his world? Ever since Sol separated from Ragna, the world that Ragna created had become imperfect. Ragna had to absorb Sol to regain his perfect world, and likewise for Sol. But why was Sol sleeping for so long? The world Sol created was beginning to warp as well, so he slept to conserve his energy to one day absorb Ragna and create a new world himself. Ragna or Sol, no matter who won, both worlds would have been changed forever. The victor would become a god and create his own new world. The loser's world would have been of no use to the new god and annihilated. The gap between the two imperfect worlds forms this dimensional rift. The destruction of the two worlds would destroy the rift as well. To prevent that from happening, both gods had to be defeated at the same time. So, what does that have to do with us? It has everything to do with you. Your quest was what made it happen. I had to ensure that you would be at precisely the time and place that I needed you. That's why I limited the Stilethanos warps to 15-year time spans. But I miscalculated. You didn't obtain the future warp as I had planned. Instead, you backtracked to your present time for the sake of that girl, Freyja. To compensate, I was forced to intervene more directly through that man Kronos. The unfortunate result was that he invented that abomination that you call the Mark II. But what do you mean by too soon? I feared Ragna would be defeated before Ragna and Sol joined as one. For that reason, extreme measures had to be taken. Jupiter had to die. And I was the one who did it. You killed my father? I had no choice. I had to earn Fenrir's trust about the Excalibur, and to keep you moving on your quest. You're insane! Why didn't you just wait for a chance to tell my father about your plan? It was clear to me that his faith in Sol was unwavering. No amount of persuasion would have convinced him. So you just murdered him? Murder? Nothing so final. I knew your father would survive. You call that survival? He's stuck living in an artificial body thanks to you. Playing with someone's life. You're just as bad as the gods. That's ironic coming from you. Don't you get it? Do you truly believe that you didn't play with people's lives on your journey too? Isn't that how you used the years of time that I gave you? We're nothing like you. We're not the ones messing with fate and playing with people's lives. And what about the gods of Ragna's world? Didn't their lives count? I've only done what I had to do to protect my own life, and this dimensional rift that sustains me. You can't give a more worthy reason to choose who must live and who must die, can you? And we're totally gonna fight you. Do you hate me for what I've done? I don't hate you for that. Whatever happened in the past is a result of your own decisions. However, hurting others and now laughing about it, that can't be forgiven. And no matter what you choose, you're gonna fight him either way. If you choose not to fight him, he'll attack you. What is this place? It's a rift between dimensions, his home. He lives here? I doubt I stood a chance where we were, so I pulled a bit of a cheat on you. And now that we're here, you're gonna show us your true power? Bring it on. Let's go, everyone. Time to settle this once and for all. And now we're fighting Valaj himself, and this guy is hard. He is hard, and this battle is long. One thing that you are going to want to have is a full time gear set on the present drive. That is going to be paramount. Paramount that you have that. There's really not much to say about the strategy here until he kind of does something to us. But for the most part, just go all out using your best attacks. For Arthur, I'm having him use Lux Solus on his Excalibur. Curtis and Gloria are both flaring to death. If anybody needs to be healed, I'm going to have Gloria use a Cura. And then Sharon is going to be using Tempest on her Hell Wheel Jitsu, because that one actually deals more damage than her fourth attack on that Jitsu for whatever reason. So, yeah. Just keep on going. Let's see, yeah. It's kind of nice that Gloria goes at the end of the round so that everybody can, be fully cured up and healed up and, ready to roll for the next round. So just continue doing this. We're all healed up, so I'll go ahead and have Gloria join in on the fun. He's immune to all status ailments and everything else like that. And for the most part, for the vast majority of his turns, he hits you for measly amounts of damage. Like there, he hit Arthur for like 300 damage. But he does have the ability to hit every single party member for a shit ton of damage. We're talking like 1,500 damage. Enough to kill everybody in one stroke, including Sharon. So you have to watch out for that, and it really is kind of luck of the draw as far as what spells he uses and how long it takes you to fight him. I had to fight him about 5 times until I got this kind of lucky battle, I've got to say. So, anyway, but this is pretty much the gist of what he does. But to really turn the tide of battle in your favor, you need that full present drive. And don't just use it willy-nilly. Save it. If anybody dies, because Sharon has the highest speed, you want her to be the one reviving. Okay, now look, watch what I'm doing here. I'm going to go ahead and revive up Arthur, and then use the present drive. Now, it's only going to cost 1 time gear point because Sharon was the only one alive. And it only dealt like 200 damage, but it canceled his turn. That is the key to defeating him. Now, it's Arthur's turn. Go ahead and revive up Curtis. Gloria's turn, revive her. And again, we're going to use the present drive to cancel his turn again, so that he can't use Flare or anything else like that. And that time it took up 2 points because Arthur and Sharon were both alive. So I still have 2 more time gear points that I could use in order to cancel his turns even more if I wanted to. But I should be fine. And yeah, go ahead and just heal yourself, Sharon. Awesome. So now we're back up full speed. Everything's good to go. The problem was that if he got a chance to attack then, he could have cast another flare, he could have done any number of things to just destroy my party. That's why you have to save that present drive for whenever you are in danger of dying. It is of paramount, utmost importance to save it for whenever after you have already been, after like your whole party is decimated, or after one person's dead, or whatever it is, that you're in some sort of bind. That is whenever you need to use the present drive. If you use it at the very beginning of the round, you will screw yourself. Yeah, you'll do a lot of damage, but really it's not about the damage. You can do plenty of damage. You can deal about 4,000 damage. Oh, sweet! Oh, you're as strong as I thought. Okay, yeah. Uh-oh. I'll need to show you my true form! And yeah, out comes the Wanderer for his true form. And this guy is actually not as difficult as his first form, I've got to say. He's really not that bad. It's kind of shocking how much easier this guy is. That's not to say that he's a pushover. That's not to say that you don't need to really, take your time on this guy, but he is easier than his first form because he cannot cast Flare or Matria or any of those other, kill everybody at once spells. He can do some really annoying things. Like you saw before, he has a present drive, and just as the present drive cancels his turn whenever you use it, it also cancels your turn whenever he uses it against you. That doesn't mean that it cancels the entire party's turn, it just cancels that one character's turn. So for instance, Curtis there did not get a turn since the present drive was used against him. So that can be really annoying if you're using one person to heal or one person to revive, and then he goes and he present drives them, and they lose their turn, and then you end up getting screwed in the process. So that's something to keep in mind, but for the most part, you want Gloria to be healing every single round, without fail. Now, here he is, he's going to summon a future drive, and I don't know why it's called the future drive, because he really summoned his past self, as far as I'm concerned, or at least the previous battle guy that we had to fight. But anyway, he's nothing to worry about. He never casts his flare spells on you. That future guy, he mostly just casts pretty weak single target magic for hitting you for about 300 to 500 damage, depending on the character that he's targeting. Another thing that that the Wanderer can do is summon these Telethenos, and that can be pretty bad, but it's nothing to worry about. Basically, it'll deal about 500 or so damage to Arthur and Sharon, but it will only deal about 50 to 100 damage to Curtis and Gloria, because the damage is based upon your magic stat, and if you have a really high magic stat, then you don't have to worry about it. However, it is an all-targeting attack. So it is something that you do have to worry about. And even now that everybody's at full HP, I'm still having Gloria heal everybody because you never, ever, ever know. There he went and he summoned his future self, which is pretty much himself again. So now the Stilethanos is going to start coming on and bombing the crap out of us, but it's nothing to worry about. Once you kill his past self or his future self, whoever the hell he is, then he's basically just going to summon them over and over and over again, so really don't worry about focusing on them. I mean, if you hit them incidentally, that's fine, using a flare or using Lux Solus from the Excalibur, whatever, but don't target them. If you have a targeted attack such as Tempest from Sharon, you always want that to go against the Wanderer. Holy crap! Well, that's pretty nice. Gloria survived that, so hey. Yeah, that'd be really good. Another thing, because everybody else can hit all enemies, but Sharon can only hit one, I really want my healer to be Sharon as far as single target healing is concerned. And not only can she not target everybody, so it's a good idea to have her heal, but she can only hit just the one enemy. And also she's faster. She's the only person who's faster than them. So it's especially important that you keep everybody's HP up before they can hit you. Yeah, there he goes, summoning the Stilethanos, and if I didn't have Sharon cure Gloria, Gloria would have died, and that would have been really bad, because Gloria is my main healer. If you want to, you can use the recovery crystals to heal everybody. That's basically an item that casts the same thing as Cura. However, it's based upon the user's magic stat. So if Arthur or Sharon uses it, it's really not going to heal all that much. If Curtis uses it, it could come in pretty handy. By this point, Curtis probably should have Cura, though. My Curtis doesn't, but in a perfect world, he would. So just keep on going all out. Honestly, this guy is not as hard as the previous one. It's just kind of a battle of attrition, you know? You can survive everything that he can throw at you. It's just a matter of whittling him down and using your best defensive moves as possible. If you do have any problems, if anybody dies, make sure to use a present drive. You have it there for a reason. Yeah, look at that damage. I mean, Curtis got wailed upon earlier with a physical hit, and then the Stilethanos came in and dealt like 30 damage to him. I mean, that's kind of ridiculous, I've got to say. The Stilethanos probably should deal more damage to you, but I'm not complaining. You know, with them not having access to a flare-type spell, it really did make this battle so much easier than the previous battle. I had to do the previous battle probably 5 or 6 times till I finally got, a winning battle. This battle, first time, through, done, the end, that easy. And yeah, they can combo you, which sucks! Okay, so Sharon's down. That really sucks too, so I'm gonna have to do something about getting Sharon back up to speed. Ooh! Well, they did kill the future Wanderer, so that's pretty nice. He's probably just going to end up summoning himself again, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay, so we're fine. We're at full HP. We just gotta, revive Sharon. So let's see. Who do I want to revive? Yeah, let's have Arthur revive because he can't do as much damage to the other guys as my Espers can. So I'll have him revive, I'll have Curtis on the offense, and I'll have Gloria heal just in case. And that should be okay. Oh. Unless they use a present drive against us, and Arthur loses his turn. That's lovely. Okay, so Arthur lost his turn, so this time I'll have him revive Sharon. That should be fine, I guess. Second time's a charm, I guess. Okay, so same thing. Here we go. Okay, please don't cancel his turn. Please don't. Oh, God, she survived. Thank God. But it did cancel her turn now. Oh. Great. Is she gonna die? Seriously? 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 Okay. Well, at least I'll get Sharon revived. Oh, sweet! Woohoo! Hallelujah! Oh, man, awesome! Awesome! Such foolishness. Though you may have judged me, that doesn't absolve you of your own sins. You don't have to tell me that, I already know. You do? How so? It's like I said before, what we've done can't be forgiven. That's no better than whitewashing over your crimes. Maybe not, but I'll spend my life from now on righting my wrongs. So you want to make a better world, huh? Then I'll be watching for it. This so-called better world of yours. Well, don't misunderstand me. The world isn't for the four of us to change. Everyone's going to join together to make a better world. Now, where are we? We've returned. So it's finished then. I don't know. What? He said he was going to watch our world. So he may still be alive, but I guess he won't interfere with our world anymore. Okay, let's go back to the town that we call home. Oh, hey. What's up, kids? Oh, what has you so excited, little ones? It's the big guy! All of them! Look! Grandpa, we're home! Oh, nice! Yeah. Finally made it on back to, Dharm. Awesome. And with that, it ends Let's Play SaGa 3. Hope that you guys enjoyed this one as much as I enjoyed making it. And, tune in next time for my next Let's Play. This has been David, and have a good day!